Dexter Resuaratian, the clues that reveal Dexter's true identity. You ever have one of those moments where you realize you've been watching The Devil Smile in daylight the whole time? Like you're 6 episodes deep, popcorn halfway gone, and suddenly you're yelling at your screen like, Abriite, Hodoon, His bien Rajht Shir. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me last night. I paused the episode, walked away, poured coffee, sat back down, rewound, rewatched, and screamed again. Dexter Morgan aka the Bay Harbor Butcher aka Jim Lindsay aka I'm just a normal guy who likes blood and jogging. No sir, you're not slick. Not to me. Not to Breakdown Epic. And definitely not to Charlie. Let's be honest. Dexter. Resurrection has officially crossed the line from psychological thriller into full-blown criminal mastermind treasure hunt. And you and I, we're the only ones connecting the clues, while the rest of the world is too busy binge watching and missing the entire trap being built around Dexter. But here's the real question. How do you catch a killer who's already been caught, faked his death, vanished, and then came back wearing a completely new identity, and still manages to kill right under law enforcement's nose? Oh, and the people closing in on him, they don't even KM they're closing in yet. Yeah, we're going there. Because in today's video we're unraveling the specific clues, yes, literal trail of breadcrumbs clues, that are about to expose Dexter's true identity, destroy his carefully built new life, and reveal that he's been the Bay Harbor Butcher all along. And trust me, the writers want you to think no one will figure it out. But they messed up. Big time. And I've got the receipts, the forensic trail, the GPS records, and the damn blood slides to prove it. This isn't just speculation. This is forbidden knowledge. So if you're one of the smart ones, if you've got a dark passenger of curiosity whispering, play this video till the end. Then welcome. You found your people. And listen, if you're watching Breakdown Epic and you're not subscribed yet, babe, 67% of viewers watch but don't sub. If even hail off of you click that button, we'd expose Dexter faster than Batista sniffing out a cover up. So smash it once, and only once. And let's blow this case wide open together. Back to the kill table. Here's the issue. Dexter thinks he's in control again. He's wrong. This time, he's not being hunted by bumbling cops or friendly colleagues. He's being hunted by people just as smart as him, some even smarter. And worst of all, they don't know he's Dexter Morgan yet. They're just suspicious, paranoid, curious. And you know what's scarier than someone chasing you? Someone quietly watching you. Enter Charlie. Now, let's rewind a bit. Charlie, already suspicious, picks up on something most people would miss. Dexter slipped. He said he's from Miami. Now if you've watched Dexter from the beginning, you know this man avoids his past like it's contagious. So why would he admit that? Well, he didn't mean to. Charlie knows he's lying. She just doesn't know why yet. But she's about to. And when she visits Lady Vengeance in prison again, because oh yes, she's definitely going back. Guess who drops a little, who's not who he says he is? Bomb. Yup, Lady Vengeance. Still bruised, still pissed, and still very talkative. That one piece of information, Miami, will light Charlie's brain on fire. Because anyone with a brain in Google knows the Bay Harbor Butcher's origins trace back to one city, Miami. Boom. The connection is made. Now how do you prove it? That's where this theory becomes dangerous. Charlie is the definition of methodical. This woman broke into Dexter's apartment like she was casing a museum. She noticed rug indentations. Who notices rug indentations? She did. She used that to discover where he hides things. She anticipated behavior. And when she finds the money Dexter stashed for the kill room, that's bait. But we're not done. Because guess what else is coming back? Dexter's blood slides. Oh yeah. That little trophy ritual he used to have. He's doing it again. And when Charlie finds them, and she will, she might not know what they mean. But someone else does. Prow. When she shows them to him, he's gonna have a PTSD flashback to the exact way Dexter used to react to those slides in New Blood. And the moment that happens, the game over. Dexter will be outed. Remember those cute little phones Dexter and his serial killing pals were using? Yeah. Every phone is trackable. You think Dexter forgot that? He didn't. But he underestimated Charlie again. If she taps into the GPS logs, she'll find proof that Dexter was not only with Lady Vengeance, but also with Lloyd Mia, and every other funeral guest who ended up dead. And she'll see the text messages. Dexter thought he was being subtle. He's practically leaving breadcrumbs in neon. And just wait until she sees the gloves. The black gloves in the trailer. That's Charlie, burning evidence. She's not just hunting him, she's preparing her takedown. Okay, listen closely, because this is where casual fans get left behind. Remember the watch. The one Harrison wore. The one Dexter took and planted in Mia's trophy collection. It's gonna betray him. That watch was repaired recently, which means the repair shop has a record, and likely, security footage. Once Batista and Claudette trace the serial number on the watch, they'll find Harrison picking it up. From there, it's just a matter of time until they confirm the watch belonged to the murder victim. They track its last known location. They cross-reference it with Central Park surveillance, showing Dexter jogging with Mia. They realize Dexter called in the tip about Lady Vengeance as an anonymous witness, but named her directly. Wait, how would a random witness know her serial killer name? You tell me. Now once the Lady Vengeance tip gets scrutinized, the dominoes fall fast. Dexter didn't just miscalculate, he underestimated everyone, especially Batista. Now let's take a second here. Can we talk about how underrated Batista really is? This man's been in Dexter's life for decades. He watched his coworkers die, watched his best friend Dukes get blamed, watched Deb self-destruct, and still, he kept digging. Now in Resurrection, he's suddenly all up in Claudette's business, comparing notes, and pulling out, wait for it, a photo of Dexter from New York. You ever scream at the screen like, "Wes, Finali, top of you," because that's what I did. Batista is finally putting it together. And once that picture hits Claudette's desk, the theory begins to form. What if Dexter Morgan faked his death? What if the Bay Harbor butcher was never Sergeant Dokes? What if the killer never stopped? Because let's be honest, all those bodies Dexter left behind in New Blood, in New York, and now in Resurrection they follow the same exact kill code. The same wrapping, the same tools, the same method, and just when they begin to question the past, guess who walks in holding the final puzzle piece? Our girl's Charlie, and she's got blood slides. Literal blood slides. Try explaining that one, Dexter. Now let's take a sharp left into something crazy. You ever go too deep into Reddit at 3 a.m. and feel like you just uncovered a government secret? Same. Because there's a fan theory that directly lines up with what's playing out in Resurrection. And it was literally mentioned in the show. Reddit users discovered that James Dokes couldn't have committed some of the Bay Harbor butcher murders because he was overseas during those timelines. Meaning, Dexter framed him. Do you think a podcast is the only way for that info to surface? Nah. Batista, Claudette, Charlie, they have access to case records, FBI timelines, cell tower data. Once they realize Dukes had an airtight alibi for half the bodies found, they're going to reopen the case. And guess who just became suspect number 1? Yeah, Dexter freaking Morgan. Hold up, I gotta ask you something. If you were Charlie, what would be your first move right now? Would you confront Dexter face to face like a final girl in a horror movie? Would you collect all the evidence, lawyer up, and go full media blast? Or would you play the long game, shadow him, stalk him, break him mentally before exposing him physically? Let me know in the comments. I'm reading every single one. And real quick, do you remember the last time Dexter had someone this close to finding out his secret? Yeah, it was Dukes. And Dukes ended up as fish food. So tell me, do you think Charlie's gonna survive this? Drop, pray for Charlie, if you think she's toast. Or, Team Charlie, if you think she'll bring Dexter down. I wanna see which side you're on by the end of this video. Also, quick shout out to those of you who caught our last breakdown on Dexter's connection to Leon Prater's Museum of Serial Killers. You absolute legends spotted the John Wayne Gacy cameo before the mainstream even blinked. That's why I ride with y'all. Alright, back to the main plot. Let's tighten this net. Remember the watch Harrison had repaired? Turns out it wasn't just any old accessory. It's a trophy, and trophies are Dexter's whole thing. So let's play it out. Batista gets the shop's security footage, sees Harrison picking up the watch. He runs facial recognition, finds Harrison in New York, then finds out Harrison lives with a man named Jim Lindsay. Who's Jim Lindsay? Oh, just a guy who looks exactly like the man who disappeared after faking his death in a fire back in Iron Lake. At that point it's not a theory anymore. It's a manhunt. And just when things were starting to make sense, Lady Vengeance dies. Gone. Mysteriously, before she can testify. And who was the last person to visit her? Charlie. Now hold up. I don't think Charlie killed her. That's not her style. But Dexter, he doesn't leave loose ends. What if he got to her first? What if Lady Vengeance was silenced not by fear, but by a final goodbye? If that's true, then Charlie has no more backup. She's all alone. And the only way she'll survive this is if she outs Dexter before he outs her. Here's the thing that always gets serial killers caught. Not blood, not DNA, not even fingerprints, it's ego. Dexter thinks he's smarter than everyone. He thinks he's reinvented himself. But people like Charlie, they don't give up. And you can see it in his eyes. He doesn't believe Dexter is just some calm father figure. He's waiting. Waiting for that one slip up. And when he gets it, boom, truth bombs all around. Okay, I've laid out the full case. Now I want you to weigh in. Do you think Dexter will be exposed by Charlie? Will Harrison be collateral damage? Or will he turn on his father? And is Pra the wildcard who sees what no one else does? Comment your theory below. I'm diving deep with all of you. If someone drops a theory better than mine, I'm pinning it. Challenge me. Let's go. Before we wrap this crime scene, can we just admit something? Dexter really thought he could show up with a new name, a jogger outfit, and an awkward smirk like we'd all forget who he is. Like bro, you've got blood under your fingernails and murder in your playlist. You're not fooling anyone. And Charlie, she's about to play reverse Unino and slap 4 cards down all at once. This is the most tense Dexter plot we've seen since Rita's bathtub. You know it. I know it. And the Miami Metro is about to know it. So hit that comment section, throw a like, and if you're still not subscribed, smun now. Do the right thing. Hit that button so I can keep bringing you these deep breakdowns before anyone else catches on. From me, Sophia, your forensic theory junkie at Breakdown Epic. Thank you for joining this kill room of truths. And remember, stay sharp, stay suspicious, and never trust a guy who's too good with knives.